Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, gamers alike of all race, colors, creeds, and planet of origins out there. Kotaku, there was a couple of moments. There was a couple of brief moments of shining glory where we heard from some of Kotaku's insiders that the company heads were going to try to steer the company in a different direction. They were going to try to change its tune, that they were going to try to make it more about, I don't know, things like video games instead of activism and going after video game critics or going after fans or going after, gamers in general. But no, of course, boys and girls, because when something like Kotaku that has been so very much infested with the acolytes of the cult, those people obsessed with the ideologies that are completely and totally pushing the agenda of the modern era, that are completely and totally possessed by the spirit of the age, when they have infested a company, there's a certain point where it just seems like, just like any other cancerous situation, there is just nothing you can do to save it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Kotaku's senior editor is out there losing it, having an absolute meltdown online, and is now threatening legal action because someone out there said something she didn't like. And color us shocked there. It's just another day ending in Y. And considering what kind of standards it is required to even get cases like this put forward, I'd imagine this is nothing more than an empty threat that needs to be laughed at. This person needs to be ridiculed, criticized, and made fun of. And that's exactly what we're here to do today, boys and girls, because we have our wonderful article over here from That Park Place from our dear sweet John F. Trent. Kotaku senior editor Alyssa Mercante threatens legal action against YouTuber Smash JT. Oh, yes. In a world where, guess what? They can't just have us nuked or canceled or removed from social media platforms anymore. Yes, in an era, in an age where the pendulum is swinging back and back to where it properly should be, or at least swinging back so far in the opposite direction of where it has been for so long. These people can't just call up their friends at Twitter and have us nuked anymore. They can't just have us removed. They can't just have us downvoted into oblivion. No. Cancel culture has lost so much of its power. So now they've resulted to what the last dying gasps of any former empire, any kind of former controlling force has: empty threats. And that's exactly what we've got right here, boys and girls. So we're going to get to this article. We're going to check out all the juicy details and see exactly what caused our dear sweet Alyssa's absolute meltdown online. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and or follow if you have not already, and think about becoming a member or leaving a super thanks or any of those kind of wonderful things that you can do on all of our platforms, no matter which one you are on. Check out the links in the description down below. Now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, Kotaku editor Alyssa Mercante's absolute meltdown online. Let's check this out. And it doesn't just look like that. The typical, the nose ring, like the bull ring on females. I love women. I think they're beautiful. I think they're amazing. I think they're gorgeous. I think they're lovely. I love you ladies out there. Okay. Stop with the stupid bull ring in the nose. It looks so hideous. It just makes me want to drag you around the barnyard like your cattle. Please just don't. It looks so bad. That's what those things were put in there, is to control angry bulls. Is that what you are? Are you an angry bull that's just looking to be controlled? Get these things out of your nose. Kotaku senior editor Alyssa Mercante threatened to take legal action against YouTuber Smash GT, claiming he's emboldening harassment against her. Oh, yes, he's emboldening harassment against her for calling out her nonsense, for calling her out for the things she said, for simply providing evidence for what she's done. Oh, yes, it's all our fault because we called you out for your BS. Mercante's threats come in response to YouTuber Master of the TDS, Master of the Total Defense Shogun, FYI, who's hosts the Gothic Therapy channel, which if you haven't already, make sure you go subscribe to them. Him and his lovely wife, Rewriting Raven, are wonderful, wonderful people out there doing the Lord's work. Implying that Mercante is a hypocrite, Mercante posted to X, "Some chud paid for my sister's domain name and is emailing her and me for comment on my actions. Anyway, tell me again how this isn't a harassment campaign compromised of obsessive losers with too much free time." Master of TDS replies, "Oh, so it's only okay when Alyssa does it. If anyone else does it, it's harassment. Yes, because as we know, these acolytes of the cult, these people possessed by the spirit of the age, if they didn't have double standards, ladies and gentlemen, they'd have no standards at all. But of course, you all are very well aware of that because you're smart. You found this video, didn't you? Whether that's a good thing or not, I know. I'm sorry. I apologize, but we're trying here. We're trying. Stick around. It won't get any better. Master of the TDS was referring to Mercante sending DMs to Smash JT's wife. Oh, color us shocked there. Harassing. It's like they almost always accuse others of doing exactly what they're doing. It's almost like they're taking a page right out of Rules for Radicals. Oh, that's right. They are. Scary book if you haven't read it. Master of the TDS is referring to Mercante sending DMs to Smash GT's wife. Mercante posted on X earlier this month. Anyway, I found your wife's Facebook and asked what she thinks about the father of her children harassing a woman online and laughing when she shares that someone they're supporting has been threatening to remove them from the planet for weeks. Oh, so it's okay for you to do it, Alyssa. You literally harassed this guy's wife. And now some other rando that doesn't have anything to do with Smash JT, not that you can prove anyway, is doing it to your sister. And now it's harassment. And now you want to threaten legal action. Oh, cry me a river. It sure sucks when the shoe's on the other foot. Now, isn't it? Oh, cry me a liver. Here's the world's smallest violin playing My Heart Bleeds for You. Oh, it's so sad. In response to Master of the TDS pointing out the Mercante's hypocrisy, Smash JT posted, well, driving down that was presumed to be a one-way street. Should have checked the signs. I do not condone, nor should any of us condone this kind of behavior. The actions of anyone doing this to get back at her. But goddamn, it is funny as fuck to witness her short circuit on real-time contradiction. Absolutely. That's what it is. These people are all hypocrites. There is nothing new under the sun at all. Mercante responded to this post threatening legal action. She wrote, "This is the person in this thread impersonating my sister. Likely the same person who made a website about her and has been emailing her from it. You condemning this, then laughing about it and sharing content from it in your videos makes people think it's okay. DMing your wife if you've been harassing me for weeks is not remotely comparable to this. If you do not stop censoring me in your content and emboldening these people to harass me, I will be forced to take legal action." Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Please try, Alyssa. Please try and add me to your list. Add me to your list, making videos specifically centered around you. Because I'm pretty sure this actually might be my second or third one. I'd have to go back and check the thumbnails. I just cover so many people. You poor targeted thing. Boy, how's it feel? Boy, how's it feel? She later adds, "I don't want to go this route, but I'm prepared to. You will not bully me off the internet, and you will not platform people who are stalking my family. If you see an account impersonating me or my family members or sharing sensitive information, do not interact. The engagement will boost their visibility. Report, block, move on, DM me if you see fit." Oh, wow. It really sucks when what you've advocated for, what you have told people to do, harass and try to cancel people online. Alyssa, your hypocrisy is showing, and everyone on the internet can see it. You acolyte possessed by the spirit of the age psychopath. Go ahead. Try your legal BS. Try your nonsense. And this is funny because we've got a response from Smash JT, a statement from Smash JT. The X account for Alyssa Mercante has suggested that they may take legal action against Smash JT regarding my coverage of developing stories in the video game industry. At this time, Smash JT has received no direct communication nor response for any of this kind of stuff going forward. Smash JT, no direct communication, no request for edit, redaction, or deletion, nor any other modification to the videos or articles in question, which is what you would have to do if you had an issue with what a journalist put out there in the world. And guess what? Yes, Alyssa, we are the new journalists. We have taken your place. We have taken your position because no one trusts you and everyone knows you had an agenda that you push. Do we come from a certain perspective? Yes, but we're open and honest about it. And we don't hide that. That's why no one trusts you or anyone else over at Kotaku anymore. He continued, as with all good faith conversations, I am happy to consider rebuttal of facts if they have been made in error. Currently, I do not know what specific statements Alyssa Mercante might believe to be false or harassing. My coverage uses screen captures of, in this case, her own words to substantiate a perspective. Furthermore, it's difficult to reconcile a person who proclaims it is dehumanizing, far beyond harassment when facts are being discussed. The irony is strong, coming from a supposed journalist employed at Kotaku. She has proven to consistently avoid giving the full story to her audience and is now trying to silence the real truth about her. Well, guess what, boys and girls? They can't stop the signal because we live in a new era. We live in a new age where they do not control the narrative anymore. The pendulum has swung back. Free speech, although might not be completely and totally back in vogue, boys and girls, it is coming back into fashion. And a lot of people are very excited about it. And a lot of people are out there utilizing that free speech, that God-given right to speak your mind, whether anyone wants to hear it or not. And so sometimes to our much chagrin of having to listen to what you have to say, at the end of the day, it's still your God-given right. No man, no person, no journalist, no psychopath out there on the internet has the right to take that away from you. Violence and harassment are never okay if they're actually violent and harassing. But getting called out for what you've said, for what you've put out there on the internet for everybody to see, what you've put out there in the public, and for people disagreeing with it, well, guess what? That's how free speech works. That's how it's always been designed. The open discussion of ideas is the point. Why? So the rest of society and culture can hear those different opinions, can see the two sides of things, and then they can decide which way to go. But that's always been your problem, hasn't it? Because you knew your arguments didn't hold any water. You knew that they couldn't hold up to any kind of scrutiny or criticism in any way, shape, or form. So you used your power and your influence to cancel and silence people for years, for literally over a decade in some cases. Well, those days are gone now. You don't control all the platforms anymore. You don't control all the town squares anymore. And more people are waking up and rejecting your BS nonsense narrative, because that's exactly what it is, a BS nonsense narrative. It has been since the beginning of when you started spouting it, and it will continue to be on into eternity. There is nothing new under the sun. The same narcissistic, ego-driven BS garbage of a philosophy that you were trying to push is the exact same thing it was 6,000 years ago that it is today. And just like it did back then, it will today fail once again. Because at the end of the day, humanity as a whole is generally pretty smart. And we're pretty good at smelling and sniffing out BS and rejecting it. That's why Kotaku's failing. That's why Hollywood is failing. And that's why, Alyssa Mercante, you will continue to fail. Enjoy holding on to your desperate attempt at some kind of relevancy over at another dying formal video game studio that was the once great Kotaku. You and your ilk have caused your own words to not have any credit or credence anymore. So go ahead, scream into the ether, threaten legal action all you want. Any real lawyer out there is going to laugh you out of his office, and the rest of them are just willing to take your money up front and run with it because they know, just like any other reasonable person out there, you have no legal standing to stand on, and you certainly have no moral basis, because at the end of the day, Alyssa Mercante, you're nothing more than a hypocrite, and you will fail just like your ideology has.